future of doing business has arrived. Smart contracts is the way of the future and is the way we get paid. No company, no owners, no scammers, no more running off with our money. Everything is automated and securely encrypted on the worldwide blockchain network. Imagine earning passively through a unique funding platform where all members reap the rewards. The concept, idea, and structure is like no other. We are about to take the internet by storm. Are you ready to be a part of history? Get connected today and be a part of the biggest opportunity you have seen this year. Opportunity is knocking, and timing is everything. Welcome to the first decentralized platform of its kind. EtherChain, the future of doing business has arrived.
All right, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody, and welcome to this presentation of EtherChain. My name is Andreas Kartut, coming to you from Malmö, Sweden. I am the creator of EtherChain, but it is a community-based project, which is very, very important to know. Now, we are going to look at what EtherChain really is, how this smart contract is working, and how we can be a part of it. So, allow me to share my screen, and let us start. So, we are looking at EtherChain, my friends, and EtherChain, what is it? Well, it is the first 100% decentralized community fund. It's a financial system created with blockchain and smart contract technology and the most transparent financial fund system in the world. Now, how does it work, or how's an introduction of it? Well, first and foremost, let's talk a little bit about smart contracts, because smart contracts is an intelligent protocol deployed on the Ethereum platform public chain. Now, it has the characteristics of being non-corruptible, tamper-proof, fair, just, open, and transparent. Now, what's really important to know about a smart contract, basically, it is a self-executing contract on the blockchain. It doesn't need a third party. So it is triggered by certain qualifications that is already programmed in this contract. It's a store of value, and it's executing without a third party. Now, the EtherChain smart contract is designed to provide everyone with an independent financial foundation based on blockchain and smart contract technology. And by depositing Ethereum into the fund, which is the contract address, you can activate that program and you will receive 310% back, distributed accordingly to the contract algorithm. Now, EtherChain is 100% decentralized and community-based. That means there are no additional profits made in the system. It is a peer-to-peer support model, and it ensures fairness, transparency, and justice for all. There are no mediators or intermediaries. There are no owners, there are no company, or no human interaction, effectively guaranteeing the fairness of all participating partners according to the rules of the smart contract. It is the most reasonable, safest, and best cutting-edge financial support model at this time. So how does it work? Well, you enter EtherChain by depositing a minimum of 0.1 Ethereum to the fund. You're now eligible to receive 310% of your deposit back. For example, if you put 1 Ethereum in, you'll receive 3.1 back. Now, the 310% return on deposit is returned in 4 ways. There's 1 passive and 3 by marketing. When 310% is accumulated through any of the 4 ways, a new deposit must be made equal or greater to continue receiving from the fund. Now, the 4 ways are as the following. You have a 1% daily ROD, that's a return on deposit on your deposit asset. So it's maximum 310 days. It is 100% passive. Now, the second one is a 10% direct referral commission for sharing and growing the community fund. The third one is a matching commission on your partner's daily ROD income. See the daily ROI slide for details. And we also have a daily top refer pool, which goes by 5% of all deposits. Let's look at them in detail. Now, the daily ROI is pretty straightforward. It is 1% of the deposit amount, and it is paid daily to all users by the system algorithm, up to the point when the maximum deposit limit is reached, i.e. 3.1 times. So suppose that your deposit amount is 5 Ethereum, you're eligible to receive 15.5 back. Now, daily, you'll receive 0.05 until 310 days, or until the maximum limit is achieved by any of the other 3 ways, whichever reaches first. That means that the 1% and all the other ways of accumulating commissions is actually all going towards the 310%. Now, the direct commission is awarded to a sponsor when the direct partner makes a deposit. It goes for the first deposit and any future redeposits that might happen. This is 10% of the deposit amount, i.e. the direct partner deposits 10 Ethereum, you will receive 1 Ethereum as your commission. There are no limits to how many partners that you can have. The more partners you have, the more you support this fund and the more you can actually receive. Now, all commissions apply towards the 3.1 limit. And let's say just you bring in somebody who invests 3 Ethereum, that means you will instantly receive 0.3. Somebody deposits 0.6, you'll receive 0.06. 1, you get 0.1, 7.7. It is very, very straightforward. Now, over to the hidden gem in this marketing plan, and that is the daily ROI commission. Now, the daily ROI matching commission is based upon the daily return of your partner's deposit. That means the 1% that they receive daily, that you will receive a matching on every single day when your partner receives their daily income. Now, the levels of matching is based on how many directs that you personally have. That's why I said the more directs you have, better it is, because 1 level is added for each direct referral. That means if you have 3 directs, you will have 3 levels of matching commission. If you have 10 directs, you have 10 levels. If you have 15 or more, you will have 15 levels of matching. Now, on all your direct partners, you will receive a 30% match on their daily ROI. That means if you have a partner that has deposited 10 Ethereum, he will receive 0.1 Ethereum daily, and you will receive 0.03 Ethereum daily. Let that compound, let that sink in. Just think if you have 10 front partners that have deposited 10 Ethereum, that's 0.3 of an Ethereum daily to you. And if they share with anybody, you're going to start receiving a 10% override on all partners on the second level. On your third, fourth, and fifth, there's also a 10% override. On all partners on level 6 to 10, there's an 8% override. And all partners on level 11 to 15, there's a 5% override. There's already tons of members that are making anything from $1 to 20 to 200 to several $100s a day with this marketing plan in just 3 days. It's amazing to see how this community and how rapidly it's growing. So this, my friends, is one of the most powerful comp plans that I've ever seen and that we have ever participated in. And it is a way where you can actually build yourself a substantial daily residual income through a smart contract. Now, lastly, we have the daily top sponsor pool, which goes by 5% of all deposits in the community. So the top 4 daily sponsor pool, every day, 5% of the Ethereum deposits is added to the daily top sponsor pool. 10% of this pool is awarded to the top 4 sponsors of Ethereum volume that day. And the remaining 90% is rolled over into the next day's pool to continue growing this. The rewards will just become higher and higher and higher. Now, this pool is already over 77 Ethereum. That means today, someone won 40% of 7.7 Ethereum. The allocation of the 10% will go as following to the top 4, 40, 30, 20, 10. And this sponsor pool has been active from day 1, and it will just continue to grow and grow and grow. Now, looking at deposit functions, we have a minimum and a maximum on all cycles. Now, the first deposit, or the first cycle as we call it, the minimum deposit is 0.1 Ethereum up to 10 Ethereum. That means that you can choose any amount between with a 0.1 behind, of course. Now, your second cycle, after you have received your 310%, you can now make a second deposit. That deposit needs to be equal to the first one or greater. That means if you put 2 Ethereum in the first round, your minimum deposit in the second cycle is 2 Ethereum, up to 30. Now, the third cycle, it needs to be equal or greater than the previous cycle, which means it needs to match your second cycle or higher, up to 90 Ethereum. And the fourth cycle and any one beyond there, it needs to be equal or greater than the previous cycle, up to 200 Ethereum. That is the max cap, but there are no limits to how many cycles you can complete and restart. That is the beauty about this program. Now, looking at the algorithm distribution of the funds, out of the 100% that goes in, there is a 1% platform fee, 5% goes instantly to the daily pool, 10% goes instantly to the direct referral commission, while 84% is reserved for the distribution of the daily ROI and the referral commission. That means out of 1 Ethereum, 0.84 is held in the contract and being distributed to all members 1% a day according to their deposit, including the matching commission to those that have built the community. This is the unique part about EtherChain, my friends. Now, as an important note, we need to remember EtherChain is a community-based project. It is 100% decentralized, and there's peer-to-peer transactions through the smart contract. There's no third party, there's no owner, there's no human intervention, and each deposit cycle is 310%. When the 310% is received, a new deposit must be made to continue earning or receiving from any of the 4 ways. And a minimum entry is 0.1. It's open to all participants. There's no restrictions. We welcome all. There are no referrals required in order to receive. The 1% pays out daily to all members. It is a 100% passive. But you can increase the speed of your returns by growing the community fund through marketing and sharing of EtherChain. With that, we want to finish off with that this is a decentralized financial program. It's all about transparency, it's all about fairness, and it's all about automation. With that, I want to thank you for coming on the presentation. We're going to drop off. We're going to switch gears, and we are going to have a look at some of the updates that are coming. So we have seen a tremendous growth. Let me check just to see what we're looking at right now. Let me just find in terms of the growth of the community, the growth of the contract, the balance, and all of this, I have to say that this has been the 3 most exciting days that I have ever seen. The momentum that this community is already bringing and how it's growing is tremendous to see. Look at these numbers, guys. In less than 72 hours, or 72 hours and 13 minutes, there is right now 1,687 Ethereum in this pool. 1,687. That's more than 500 Ethereum on a daily basis contributed into this pool to support this community. More than 131 Ethereum has been paid out to members. More than 71 Ethereum is in the daily top sponsor pool. And right now we have a community count of 2,427. Which is incredible, guys. Amazing. Congratulations to each and every one of you. It has been a tremendous journey so far, and we are looking at something that can be sustained for as long as we want it, guys. And that is the beauty about this. That is the beauty about this. So we are, beyond excited, beyond any kind of imagination how this would actually play out, and we are super excited for the future. Now, coming up with a little bit about what we're looking to do now. As we announced yesterday, we did find, talking about, because a lot of people are asking about the verification. So we're going to go back to that now right away. We will verify the contract, of course. That is the ultimate goal. The reason we did not verify it was because we wanted to make sure that there are no errors in the contract code, right? Because right now, there are people's money on stake. And we do not want to have an error coming up in later stages. And if it's verified, it's impossible to correct it. So we have been very transparent with this. We have told that the reason why it is unverified is because we want to see that this contract is executing everything to perfection. Now, yesterday, we did find one small error. It's 99.9% to perfection. That little error was that the daily top sponsor pool and the counter for the winners of that, instead of resetting every 24 hours, it was accumulating over all time. And that is actually not a fair game. We could choose to actually leave it that way, but that would mean that it accumulates over all time. The person that brought in most over all time will every single day receive 40% of the 10%. And it might seem fair for the person that have done this, but it is not fair for the community. This pool, and the reason why this pool plays out every day to new members, to the person that has contributed most of the fund, that 24 hours, is because this is a huge driving force to the community itself. Imagine in 6 months from now, in 3 days it's 70 Ethereum. In 30 days, let's say that it's a couple of hundred just to play low. 6 months, let's say that it's about 800 Ethereum. That means that every single day, if we keep it like this, the person who has accumulated most over those days, which if you have a large capital, you can just actually deposit a lot yourself and then game the system and receive that one. You'll receive, out of 800, 10%, that's 80, and 40% of that, that's like 32, 35 Ethereum every single day, just because you could. Now, it should play out on your effort that day, not over the accumulated time, because in 6 months, when a new member comes in, if he sees that, oh, I gotta beat 230 or 500 Ethereum on my front line to even get close to the pool, it's not really incentivizing for them. So if they can come in and see that it resets every day, and they see that the maximum referral amount might be 12 or 15 Ethereum, they're going to go for it. They're going to share this with their community. They're going to go for that. And if they bring in more than 15, they earned that reward. And that is a huge push for this to continue, for the sustainability of this contract and this community. So we always will have people that will be fighting over that Ethereum pool, because it just grows bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's very important for us that we actually correct this, and that we have, I've already spoken to the programmers. They have already written a new code that will take care of this, so that we will implement this code within the next, hopefully already today. And then I think it will take a little bit longer, because we are looking to add a few other things at the same time. And that is, we notice, because as you know, the compensation plan is very, very complex, and it's counting 15 levels down, all partners. And what we've been noticing now, when people are starting to accumulate larger and larger teams, the algorithm's way of calculating all commissions, and due to the limit of 310, it has complicated the withdrawal for 4 members in the entire system. So we are adding a synchronization code that will be implemented after every 10p person that is actually receiving there. So that means that the system and the contract will calculate and sync for every 10 members that are receiving their pay in a huge organization, so that this doesn't slow down the contract. So that will be added. We're also looking to, as a request from all of you, that we are adding a genealogy view. So we have we will add a code so that we can actually display this on the interface as well. And we are also, on a request from you guys, we are looking at developing our own bot that will serve on Telegram, that will serve you with notification in your back office. For example, when you're closing in on your 310 limit, so because people wanted to have this, so that once they actually receive their 310, that they don't delay with making a new deposit and then maybe missing out on a few commissions from their downline and so on. So these kind of things are all in the making. The top priority is the daily top pool and the system calculation and the synchronization when you're having a big team, so that doesn't really create any issues in the contract as we go further on, as this community grows and grows and grows, because that is exactly what it will do. We're looking at, or my personal goal is 500,000 members by the end of this year, and a lot of people are agreeing with me that this is accomplishable, very, very accomplishable, and I have no doubts. This start has been amazing. And just to go back to the verification again, a lot of people have been reaching out to me and saying that I have a lot of people that want to come in, but they are waiting for the verification. And could you please hurry up? Could you please hurry up? Make it faster, make it faster. And I understand the urgency for everyone. It is an urgency for me as well to get this verified as soon as possible. But it is of more importance to make sure that this contract is actually 100% and working the exact way that we want it to work, than kind of have the masses come in the first day that we launch, because that is not my interest. It's not my interest to blow up and then nothing more happens because some error was found in the contract, because it was and we can't change it because it's verified or whatever. I'll rather take those few extra days and making sure that what we have will be sustainable for many, many, many years to come, to perfection. Because it's very important, not just to me, but to all of us, that it is. So we will make sure that everything is 100%. Once we made the system calculations, once we added and made sure that the daily pool is correct, got the genealogy in, made sure that everything is correct, tested it for a 24-hour period so that we can see that everything plays out the way it should play out, then we will verify it. So we are very, very close. I can imagine, early next week that will happen. Over the weekend, we will be working on these codes, making sure that everything is correct and that we can, implement everything without any issues. To prepare everybody for that, when the implementation will happen, there will be limitations to the site because we cannot have transactions going on in the contract when we're adding a code. So, but I will announce, in a long time ahead before we start, when things will be limited or deactivated so that people cannot sign up and such and such. So we don't have further motion in the contract while this is being added. Soon as that is added again, we are restarting back up and good to go. And I'm looking forward to be testing and making sure that it's just a daily pool, making sure that this calculation is correct. It's 99.9% to perfection. Once that is in, and those few extra things that we want to add based on a request from you guys, we're good to go. Verification will happen. Everything will be open, transparent, public on the Ether chain. You can share that with everybody, and everybody that has been waiting for that verification can then finally come in. And we do appreciate so much for standing by and waiting and making sure that this happens. And we are also hugely appreciated to everybody that's already in, that has that kind of trust for us and for the contract itself, and for me, that we are going all in already. All right, guys. So we are going to go over to a few Q&As, a couple of questions. I'm going to read a little bit in the chat. I see there's a couple of hands open. I will take them first. If you have something you want to ask or something you would like to say or share with the community, raise your hand and I will unmute you in order, and we will have a little chat. We're looking at Paul Williams at the beginning. Sir, are you there?
I'm here. Good afternoon, sir, to you.
Afternoon, Paul. How are you today?
Very well, sir. Thank you very much for the outstanding things that you're doing for the community and for bringing this project online. Very much looking forward to the genealogy. Very much looking forward to that bot.
Yeah, yes.
Because that bot, I see that bot in other programs, and it is amazing. You go to bed at night, you wake up in the morning, you look at your Telegram, and there's the bot. The bot is there reminding you of what's going on. Andreas, so thank you very much. Looking forward to verification next week as well.
Yes.
Incredible stuff. Now,
Thank you so much.
Andreas, I posted, I think I posted a kind of strategy. If I came in with a 10 Ethereum position and brought TriPack in, so brought two people underneath me at 10 and 10, okay?
Yeah.
I think my calculations were quite good on that. It's amazing. It's about 9 Ethereum a month you're getting out of there. That shows in your back office, obviously, but it's not in the Ether wallet. Can I withdraw that 9 Ethereum on a monthly basis as an income?
Yeah, I mean, you can choose if you want to withdraw that on a daily basis or a weekly or monthly. You can withdraw it anytime you want. There are no limitations. The only limit is the 310 income limit. This is why we have the withdraw button. So once you click that, the code is now triggering an execution in the contract, which is then sending that amount of balance to your wallet.
That's absolutely phenomenal. This is incredible. You're really providing some great things for the community, for people going forward. I love what you've done. So thank you very much for bringing this to the world.
Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you so much for your kind words. I truly appreciate it, and I appreciate you being a big part of this team as well. Thank you for that, and we will talk more. All right, we will bring up Quarry Faisal. Are you there, sir? Mr. Quarry, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Mr. Andrews, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you today?
I'm good. Actually, I was just listening to this opportunity, and it is a very good opportunity. I just hear about that.
Yeah, thank you.
And yes, just want to talk about some things. I have some two confusions,
Okay, yeah.
Actually, I'm from Pakistan, and I have a big team over here. I also do MLM before. But on the smart contract, I did 2 to 3 projects before.
Okay, yeah.
I want to ask that, if the community build in this over here, and after in a smart contract there is too many copy systems,
Yep.
So after 2 to 3 months, when our system will copy, okay, so community will go over there, okay, so the smart contract balance will reduce. So how we can say that it will go for long term?
So
okay,
yes, that is a very good question. Now there are two ways that I see that it's, or there's one way that is possible, but to hide the code of the contract, but that means that it needs to stay unverified, and that is something that neither me or the rest of the community wishes, I think. Now, when it comes to them being verified, that means that the code is open on the blockchain. Everybody can read it, they can copy it and do whatever they want. But even if this is my conclusion to the whole thing, even if a copy comes out, even if somebody makes an exact copy, or if they up the ante to 12% direct commission, or whatever such and such, it doesn't really matter how great a smart contract is without great leadership. Now, why? Because this kind of contract is not about timing and positioning like these global lines or the matrices or stuff like that. Because you can come in today, in 2 months, in 6 months, in 1 year from now, and you can still out earn anybody who joined today. It's all based on your effort to the community and your organization's efforts, so to say. So what I come to conclusion of that, as long as we, why would anybody go somewhere else when they have an already built stable community right here with excellent leadership, with support, with landing pages, with marketing material, where they can actually come into an already built community and just feel that excitement and that energy that comes with EtherChain. Because in 3 days we have built something amazing with the community, and this will just keep going and going and going. So what copies, they're welcome to come. Of course, I wouldn't say that I'm happy for it, but I do not think that anybody would leave our community just because there's a shiny brand new contract coming out. And if it's the same model, absolutely not, because they're getting everything right here. The support that they will be getting from the community and the leadership here is second to none, and I doubt that they will find that in any other smart contract program.
Okay.
So yeah. But let's just assume that everybody comes and everybody stops and everybody moves over to a different one. Yes, that means that the Ethereum will drop. Now, the algorithm is paying out 1% a day, depending on your deposit, including the marketing plan, and that alone will sustain the system for a minimum of 34 to 38 days if the maximum compensation plan is paid out to everyone, which is rarely is. So we would say on a 45 to 55-day basis. That means that no matter what, you actually have a guarantee that you will receive at least 40 to 50% back of your deposit, and that is no other contract on the market that has something like that. If you put money into Visage and you don't do anything, you're not receiving. If you go in Double Way or Crypto Hands or whatever kind of matrix, put money in and you don't do, you will not receive. That's simple. And if it dies, it's definitely nothing you will get back. But this system gives you 1% a day, and the system algorithm, which will max out at a 2.35% paying out daily if everybody's now if everybody's qualified with 15 directs, it's still sustainable so that you will actually receive something back, even if everything would die today, and that is, a security that no other contract has.
Okay, so the calculation is about 2.35% daily.
Yeah, that is so out of this fund. So the minimum that goes out is 1.3%, and the maximum is 2.35 out of this fund daily to all members, because it's the 1% daily that goes to all members, and then you have the marketing plan. So if you only have one upline, there's a 30% matching to that upline. So that means 1.3% goes out of that deposit. Out of the deposit on the second line, that will be 1.4% daily. If you have 10 directs, it will be, if you have all 15 directs, it equals to 135%, and 135% out of 1% is 1.35, plus the 1% is 2.35. So that is the maximum going out daily.
Okay, maximum 2.35%.
Yes, the average would be around 1.7.
Okay, Andres, I just want to request you to please send me your WhatsApp number. So I want to talk with you privately. Here is too many people here.
No worries, no worries. Are you in the Telegram group?
Sorry?
Are you in the Telegram group?
Yes, I just wanted to join, but there is some errors. I think I did not join.
Okay. Reach out to me on Telegram group, and I will help you through that, and we'll sort that out.
Okay. Actually, I just really want to work in this project, and
Wonderful.
I'm also doing. I have a team over here, and I need the long-term project. The long term. I don't want to switch. I don't want to switch.
Wonderful. I think we're all tired of that, especially marketers like ourselves, and that is one of the major reasons why I wanted to do this as well. Because first and foremost, there was nothing on the market that was appealing to both the investor and the marketers. There was nothing that I found sustainable for a long run, and I'm just tired of rebuilding. I want something that is long lasting, and that the smart contract is a genius idea. The community based and the community build itself, and that is, we don't have the company or any owner that actually does this. It's all based on us. Now this will last as long as we want it to last.
Okay, so as a developer, what you think about how long we can expect? minimum.
That is impossible to say. It will go as long as the community continues to grow, but with the marketing plan we have, with the rewards for the coming in, this can be sustained for the next decades. In my mind, it's the next decades. I'm not going to leave this. I'm not going to stop promoting this or sharing this and building this fund. And as you say, you're not. And we have hundreds of other leaders, marketing leaders just like you. We have thousands of investors already. So this, I see many years with this contract.
Okay. Thank you, Andres.
My pleasure, my friend. My pleasure. All right, we will bring on our coach GM. Are you there, my friend?
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Hi, brother.
Hey, how are you?
Doing great. Thank you. I'm doing great. I'm so excited.
Glad to hear.
I don't want to waste your time or anyone's time in the webinar.
No
I would
worries,
simply ask if there's a way we could reduce the gas fee, because my leaders are doing some momentum as of right now.
Yep.
If they could withdraw their initial or some of their commissions, it would motivate them and to recruit more and bring more people in the community.
Yes, I fully understand. There is unfortunately nothing that we can do, because it's not the contract that does this with the fees. It is actually the wallet provider. I will check with the developers if there's anything that we can do at all to try to help decrease it from the wallet side. In my mind, I don't see that there is, but I will definitely ask, and we will see if there's possible. What I do recommend is trying. If one wallet, if the MetaMask is very high, like I noticed that I was making a withdrawal on MetaMask and it asked for $67 in a gas fee,
Yes.
and then Trust Wallet asked for $4.5 or something. So it's it can be changed. We are looking to add IM token. Hopefully IM token will be a less gas fee that people can be using, and just if you already have it on Trust Wallet, it is possible to use your key phrase and import your wallet into the Trust Wallet, or I'm sorry, into IM token, or even into MetaMask, so you can run it on multiple of these wallets, so to say. But we will look into the gas fee.
Okay, great. We'll try what you recommend. So I would make a video for my team to follow as a
Wonderful,
guide.
my friend. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, and finally, we were bringing on the Impact Coach. He's got his hand up as well. You there, my friend?
Hi. How are you doing, man?
Hey, I'm fine, thank you. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm great. Really, I want to ask about there are some people who are withdrawing their money, but when they withdraw, they are not processed. They see some words like errors. That issue has been solved yet, right now?
Well, it depends because the error can come from you not having enough gas fee in the wallet to cover it. It can also come from the that you are putting the gas fee too low, so nobody will actually confirm the transaction. Then it also gets canceled, which is most likely the reason for it. As I did mention in the update that we have four accounts that is, but which has a large organization, which is having a small issue with withdrawals, and that is because of the calculation counter of the system. And this is why we're adding this new code, which will synchronize your entire team and all their earnings every 10 persons, 10 person getting paid, so to say. But most likely, I said, I think it's either that they do not have the amount to cover the gas fee in the wallet, or that the gas fee that when they're making the transaction is put too low.
All right. Another question I have is about the IM token. I have seen an announcement saying that it's going to be right now to be updated on. They are going to be connected with the smart contract. How is the work right now? Has it been done, or it's just how long?
I will announce it in the Telegram group as soon as it's been done. I am in communication with my programmers, and they have been notified that IM token is not connecting to the contract, so they're looking into that right now. Once this is activated, so that we can use IM token and connect, I will announce that in the group, of course.
All right. Thank you. Really, I'm very, very excited, very interested with this amazing opportunity. I wish to get a lot of team in this company because in this project.
Wonderful.
Still
Yes. Thank you so much, my friend. I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you for the project you have brought in the world. Thank you so much. You're helping
Thank you, my
us.
friend. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, and lastly, we'll bring on Duarte Vieira. Are you there, my friend?
Hello. How are
Hello,
you?
hello. How are you today?
So I can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. I just want to say about the gas fees. I also have that problem, but I'm the guy who try to solve the problems. I'm the person who goes after other things. I already went to MetaMask. The guys the gas price is too high. I went to Trust Wallet, also is too high, and other wallets who receive the dApps who have this system. So I tried the Token Pocket today,
Okay.
and Token Pocket. I don't know if you know. You can search in the Play Store. It's also for Android and iPhone.
Yeah.
And what I saw today, about 5 minutes, I try when I hear the guy about asking about the gas price, and what I saw is in this moment the gas price is lower than the other wallets. So
it is.
it's a solution. So the people can use this wallet. If you have the MetaMask, you just go in the MetaMask and you just copy the private key or the mnemonic key, and you just go inside and you paste, and you have all the funds in the wallet. So I think could be a solved problem for many people. So
That's
if it helps,
absolutely. Thank you so much, my friend. I mean, that will absolutely help because we all want to help. We all want, pay as low gas fee as possible. So it was token, right?
Token, pockets.
Okay, tokens. We will. Everybody can research this as they want as well. I will also make some make some research. Download this wallet and try it out, and then maybe we can make a small video.
I already used before. I used for the Forsage or other programs like this, smart contracts, But
Perfect.
I want to tell everybody, I already been for many months in the other programs.
Yeah.
And in the moment, this one, it's calling my attention, and I already spread the word, and it's for me is the best. Comparing
That's perfect.
to others, I think we're gonna have future in this one for many years. Thank you for your work and for your time, and see you. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for this suggestion. This is definitely something that we will look into and announce to everybody. So yeah, we'll if you want to, please post the link to this wallet in the Telegram group if you're there. That would be great.
Yeah, I will.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Okay, guys, we're closing in on 45 minutes. It looks like we have been able to cover the most of everything. We will take a time off. We are going to do a new Zoom in 5 hours and 15 minutes. Please bring a couple of friends, share it with your community, have them come on as well, and we will see you then. If there's anything that we missed, please get back to me in the groups and we'll take it there. Thank you so much, guys. Let's keep moving forward. Bye-bye.